Well, this is the potato row. As you know, we got what, 3 nights of cold temperatures. Enough to give it a shock. Look at it. Wow. So this is what they look like. They didn't even get to bloom yet, but I'm going to just show you up close. This is what it will do to a potato plant. 36 that one morning, right, real close to 32, not quite 33, 34. But it was cold. And, but yeah, look what it's done to my poor potatoes. But we are not giving up until this thing is either going to die completely. We have to try to help it. So I'm going up to the greenhouse, and I'm going to get my scissors or snippers, and we're just going to snip off all this dead. Get rid of it. It's just hurting your plant. Try to help your plants if they still have green. Some of my flowers, nah. Your annuals that you get, nah. They're dead on the door now, some of them. And then some they didn't touch at all. It's weirdo, isn't it? Yeah. But your food, yeah, you got to try and save your food. So we're going to go up and we're going to get our snippers. We're going to give this a trim all the way down the line is our potatoes. Our red russet potatoes that we can and eat all winter. So we got to try and save them. And there's still some greenery. Look, there's life. If you see greenery, you have life. And so that means it's still got a chance as long as we don't get another hard freeze. So we're going to put some energy back in this plant. And we're going to cut all this dead stuff off. Get it off of there so it can breathe. And then I'll be back with what I'm going to put on top. Every single plant, I'm going to spray it and give it some good juice. Some good organic juice that's either going to help it get rid of all the fungal and the frost and help give it a boost so that it can hopefully bounce back. So look, if you got your potatoes looking like this, go out there and do the same thing, and then watch my video, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. What do you got to lose? It's either going to bounce back, or if the frost has hit it real hard, you may lose a few, but you know what? You got to save what you can in your row. And this is what I choose to do. I want my potatoes. So we'll be back when I get them all trimmed, and we'll see what they look like, and then we're going to put the little bit of good stuff on there. All right. We'll see you on the flip side after we give these potatoes a good haircut. Well, we're back with shears in hand and our goodies. Okay, I already got one done. This is what it looks like after I cleaned it up, got rid of all the dead. It's not looking too terrible now. I haven't sprayed it yet, but I did clip it. And that's what you want to do, and then just toss the dead stuff. It'll decompose. But yeah, it's not looking too bad. But I just wanted to come over to do this little one with you together and just show you what I'm clipping. Now, if you take your shears or scissors, right where it's dead, right there. You see that? It just falls right over. Go right below it and snip it. And then that's what you want to do to give it new life. And to try to do it on an angle, if you can. So, it's going to be very time consuming. So I'm going to do a few with you. And you're just going to lift that right up and just below where it's got all that dead. That's what you want to get rid of. And then the ones that you can't cut, you can use your fingers. Okay? Like right here, see it's dead, clean to there, even to that leaf. So we're going to go below it on an angle. And hopefully it'll sprout a new leaf. And then like this one, we're going to try and save that little baby right there. And this one here, see how it has new leaves right there? We're going to try and snip just above it. And that's what you want to do. Go through your whole entire plant. Only get rid of what's dead. Leave as much green as you can. That will give your plant a better chance, we hope, right? That's all we can do. Now this one, you can just see how the leaf is, you know, probably just a, you know, it's just burnt right there. So we're just gonna snip it right there. And we're gonna leave all that right there. And let's see, we got a few more. Now these, I'm not gonna cut because they're right on the top. So I am gonna cut them, but I'm gonna use my fingers. That one needs to be cut, that leaf. You don't wanna pull, you know, the whole thing is not to pull. Okay. Now see, that one's not looking too terrible. Now this is dead. Okay, that is dead. And that is dead. So what you want to do is just very gently pull it off. Don't cut, just pull it off. See, it came right off. Same with that one, because it's on the top, you know, where the bud is, where the bud was. So we want to save that. That came right off. And then when we give it a good drink, now this one is dead, so we can snip that one right below. Okay, that is not looking too shabby. Now this one, see how it's getting into the leaf? I know it's a big leaf, but it's only making your plant starve. So we're gonna cut right below it. We're gonna get rid of that leaf. Just toss it. Any of them that aren't this real pretty green, you know, you want to get rid of all that dead. Leave as much as you can, but pick off any of the dead. Okay. All right, well, I got this plant and that plant, and I got a whole row, and it's gonna take some time, so I thought I would just bring down my my juice and my container, and we'll just talk about the food that I'm going to give these potatoes to try to help them. And it's organic, and it's called Garrett juice. And it's a wonderful plant food. You can use it on herbs, vegetables, flowers. It's got, it's made of compost tea, molasses, liquid seaweed, fish emulsion, water, and apple cider vinegar, honey. It's got all the goodies in there. And you know what? We can take this. It takes 2 tablespoons to make a gallon. And I bought a huge jug that will make me 64 gallons of that by using 2 tablespoons. That's 2 tablespoons there. I did just use a little bit out of it coming down. But I'm going to take this, and we are going to put it in that sprinkler sprayer, or you can use a hand pump one, you know, whatever you got, as long as it has a little, you know, the little shower looking little thing at the end of it, you know, whatever works for you. Hell, you can even take a soda bottle and poke holes in the lid. That'll work too if you want to go that far, but I don't want to go that far. I got this whole row to do. So we're going to do these 2 plants, and then this will give you the meaning of, you'll understand what you need to do as far as the rest of the row. You're just going to repeat the process, okay? All right, so I'm going to get up, and we're going to do this plant here, and then that one, okay? Now, usually when you feed your plants, you're usually going around the bottom to give them a drink, right? We're not going to do that, okay? Let me get up. I know I'm going to be shaking the phone a little, so give me just a minute. All right, because I'm using the phone, and we got to get this in there. So you're going to take your gallon of good juice, yum yum, and your spray container. And we are just going to put all of that in there. Now I'm going to tell you, Garrett juice does not smell good, okay? But it has got the best nutrients and food, plant food for these plants. It's the only thing I know right at the moment that I have that I could use. It's not only going to feed it, but when we're just going to take that, and we're going to give a little, and we're going to put it all over the leaves also. And then it's just going to drip down into the soil, and that's fine. We want the leaves to get hit. We want them to get protected, okay? Because we got rain coming, and I still see a few, so I'm plucking them off. We still have rain coming, and but it's a beautiful day right now, and it's not going to take long once you do this, where once it hits these leaves and stems and starts penetrating in the ground, this is going to, look at those new babies trying to come. Yes, amen. Well, that's really wilted, so we're going to pluck her off. So we want it to get wet, and then we want it to allow it to dry. Now, you're probably going to say, well, why do you want it to dry? Well, because it will still keep working on your plant even though it's dry. And it'll help get into the veins of the leaf and into the stems before the next rain gets here. That way, if it does rain, it's not lost any of its magical, I shouldn't say magical, but any of its healthy nutrients that we're getting ready to give. So I'm going to do these 2, and then, like I said, I will trim, go down. You're going to trim off just what I showed you, and you're going to do the same steps over and over. Okay? All right. And if you're wondering where I got this, this Garrett juice, there's a gentleman named Howard Garrett, and he is the Dirt Doctor. And you can catch him on thedirtdoctor.com. I highly recommend his webpage and his juice and any of his organic supplements and ideas that he gives for your flowers, your vegetables, your trees. You can use this on any type of plant, and it can help with the fungal. If it gets a disease, it helps feed it. It's great for your fruit trees. When you're first planting fruit trees, you just spray the whole tree. You can spray the leaves. That's the good thing about the Garrett juice. You don't have to say, oh, I can't get the leaves wet. With this, get your leaves wet. Okay, here we go. I want you to watch. Okay, here we go. You're not dousing, but you're going to make sure that your leaves are good and wet, and the stems. That's the most important. So if the water runs, see how the water's going to run? But you want to make sure that this gets good and wet so that it gets protected. Okay, down. Now it's going to run down and give those others a drink. Well, that's fine too, because they're still going to get a haircut. We're going to give them a good trim when we get these 2 done. We'll get done as many as we can tonight. See? All right, your leaves are nice and wet. See? Nice and wet. And believe me, that's all you need. Nice and wet. Like that. And you just protected it and gave it a chance. Now, we just got to do the rest, and we'll save the rest in our jug for the rest of the row. But look, see, we got a nice breeze today, so that's even going to help dry it on the leaves. So, hey, go on to the Dirt Doctor, and or you could get your Garrett juice online. You can get it through Amazon. It's well worth the money because it's organic and it does work. And it's the best thing that you can get. So we're going to try this. I've never tried it on my potatoes. So you know what? We're giving it a good boost. And maybe we won't get any more frost. Or real cold nights where it will bother them once I get all that dead off. They gotta feel better once you get all the dead off. So let me know if you've ever tried this on any of your potato plants, because hey, I'm just trying to save my potatoes. You know, we gotta try because they're still pretty green. If they were totally dead, yeah, I'd say, okay, you kick yourself in the shin and say, okay, you shouldn't have done that. You should have went out there and, I don't know, did something. But that's how we learn. But maybe it was meant for us to learn this way, by learning how to rejuvenate and revive a half-dead plant to give it a new life. Okay, I will monitor it, and I will take another picture later down the road. I'll let you know either way, whether it makes it or if it dies. Hey, this is Wanda at GNRB Farm Homestead. Hey, we are just giving it a try. And we love our food, and we love our homestead, and we love trying to save what we plant. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. And if it does work, then it's worth sharing. Okay, hey, we'll be back real soon. Hey, be blessed. Have a beautiful day. And stay safe. Well, it certainly has been a crazy week. I finally did get all of the dead pulled off my potato plants. And after that, oh my, a northeaster from hell came and it rained. I got them all treated with the Garrett juice 2 days prior, and then the northeaster came and it rained for 3 or 4 days, and the wind has been horrible. But I came down, now it's been about a week since I did this, and today is the 10th of May, and I did that on the 3rd. So it's been a week, so I want to show you how they are progressing. What? Check out my potato plants. Oh, I'm so excited that my Garrett juice revived them. Look, you can. Look at the babies. Oh, look at the babies coming. Oh. Okay, we're going down the row. Check that one out. Yes. Huh? Look at that one. So, Garrett juice does work when you pull the dead off, and just look at those babies coming. And I think we got warm weather coming next week, and still breezy today, but it's beautiful. It's like in the 60s. But I did find, look, all the way down, they're all like this. They're all getting new life and new leaves. Oh, I am just so pleased. All the way down my potatoes. I think I have saved them. But I did notice, and today is a breezy day, so I'm not going to be able to put anything powdery on the plants. But look at the little visitor. Look at the little potato muncher. Okay, we have got to get some spray because the powder won't stay. It'll just blow off and it'll be a total waste of time. But yeah, we got to get him out of there. That's what they do. They come and they come munch on your plants, and we'll throw him in the garden. But the rain surely did bless our cool crops, our cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, and kale all the way down. And then today we are starting our string beans. We're gonna get those planted. We're a few days early, but they're calling for rain over the weekend, so we're gonna get them in while it's pretty. And look how dry. I mean, after all those days of rain, it dried it up. It's been so windy, and it dried it right up. So it's still got some moisture, but look at that. We're going to be putting in our sunflowers and our couple rows of string beans, and then next week I'll start the cucumbers and squash. Get them in later next week when it gets up into the little bit of the warmth is coming, like 80s. But hey, I just wanted to give you a brief look, and I'm just going to let you know that you can revive your potatoes. So if you had potatoes, you know, that got a little zapped from that frost that we had, that cold weather snap about a week and a half ago, you can revive them. So I will put the link down where I got my Garrett juice. Garrett, Howard Garrett, the dirt doctor. He makes beautiful organic supplements for your plants, and this is proof. So, hey, God bless you, and I can't wait till they blossom, but we got to get some spray to spray on them so we can get rid of those potato munchers. All right, guys, God bless you. See you next time on the homestead. We're so excited in the garden.